What is up, fellas? JPS Delivers here, back with probably the greatest fantasy team ever orchestrated, ever created. Well, hopefully never destroyed. This is the Panthers user fantasy franchise, Madden 2008, going up against the Pack. We got Chris Henry, rest in peace, Mr. Matt Jones. So they have two huge wide receivers, and unfortunately, Mr. Willie Anderson, I believe, is a hell of a name, and he is one of the best tackles in these Madden games and whatnot. They have a pretty good front seven, I think. Yeah, Ian Gold, one of the Broncos outside linebackers, Lance Briggs on the outside. A pretty good defense when it comes to the cornerbacks. Safeties, though, that's definitely something to exploit, and I think that's going to be a big deal. But look at that, first in points against 13th, and their offense, it seems really that their defense is creating points for this team. I mean, look at that, first in total defense whatsoever. They're 4-5. This offense has been terrible. And funny thing is, it's Tony Romo and company. It's Tuesday Night Football. EA Sports, brought to you by EA Sports. An EA Sports game brought to you by EA Sports. Green Bay Fudge Pack at home against the undefeated Carolina Panthers, 9-0, led by Michael Vick and Randy Moss. That tandem has been absolutely disgusting. I've noticed, too, is that even with doing really well in the user played games, I think it's like 3 or 4 games. This might be the 4th game of the season we've played, and Randy Moss's stats just haven't really equated to like record-breaking type stuff, even though you'd think that's the case with how we've played in the middle of the games. But hey, it is what it is. It's not a huge deal. Makes me feel that happier that we're getting that done and putting those nice stats for them. But this Green Bay team starts the game off, opening drive, playing quite well, I'd have to say. And right when I say that, it's fucking third down conversion that does not convert. And then bam, missed field goal. And then here we go, first play of scrimmage for this offense. Adrian Peterson, beautiful first down run, and then Michael Vick just gets manhandled. But hey, this team's undefeated. We're not here to dick around just because of one play. And here we go, ball thrown out to Benjamin Watson for the touchdown. Nicely done. I think it was like a 49-yard play, I believe. I don't know. It could be 50 yards, but this team, just the playmaking ability at quarterback. Yeah, the dude's easily the fastest quarterback I've ever seen. I'm pretty sure Lamar Jackson is pretty close up there and stuff like that. But really, though, the dude who can just throw it anywhere on the field. His accuracy isn't amazing, but hey, when you have a guy like Benjamin Watson, unfortunately, Mr. Williams right here gets in trouble with holding quite a bit in this game. But hey, it is what it is. Here we go, ball out to Randy Moss, but it's going to be incomplete. Michael Vick setting up, and then trying to get it out to Brandon Lloyd, but it's going to be punted away after third down conversion. But there we go. Mr. Fargas. Not doing too much since that first couple of runs on that first drive. There we go, nice play action. And then here we go to Randy Moss down the field, and he actually gets tackled right at the 1-yard line, which is going to set up a halfback toss. I've noticed that a lot of the halfback dives down in the end zone, it just haven't done anything worth the shit unless you're doing a fullback dive. But hey, Adrian Peterson hasn't had the best of statistical seasons under this team, especially compared to the rookie season he had, the historic rookie season he had with the Minnesota Vikings. And here we go, there you go, Michael Vick. And that's a funny thing, Michael Vick is the leading rusher on this team. He's in position for like top 3 right now for MVP. LaDainian Tomlinson, of course, is one of those with a mediocre team right now. But LaDainian Tomlinson has already broken the record, or at least by the point that I simulated for the final game we're going to have the regular season played, which will be coming up soon. But look at that, a fumble. That was a cool-ass play. And then Mr. Ernie Sims, probably the highlight of his career right there. I'm just kidding. But a nice play for a nice touchdown. Nice to see the defensive touchdowns are continuing on, as well as just seeing this offense move down. And now, unfortunately, we're seeing this Green Bay offense move their way down the field. But it is what it is. If you notice, Tony Romo is their quarterback, but for some reason, he's just struggling quite a bit. This offense is just not good. This Green Bay team blows. But as I say that, they get the first points of the game, 3 points. Just really scared at this point, you know. Now only up 21 to 3. Randy Moss right there with a nice little dig route across the field, setting up. Hey, it's just See, I've always noticed that there's quite a bit of teams that with their like route play calling on routes on third down. Why the fuck would you have dudes that run digs that go like, especially like your top wide receiver in an offense, say Randy Moss? Nice little run by Mike Vick. I was hoping that cornerback would have been caught and destroyed a little bit, or distracted. What the fuck's with my mind of destroying things? Sorry, this quarantine's got me fucked in the head, folks. But I've noticed, and here we go, nicely done. I love those, and then there you go. I think that's Williams again. Fucking holding penalty. 21-3 still. I mean, it sucks that's the case, but hey, Drummond's gonna be found out again. Nice catch by him. Just no Brandon Lloyd's not being used all too well. Jones with a nice catch. Devin Hester's been used more than Brandon Lloyd in this offense, but there you go. Touchdown pass to Benjamin Watson. Already has himself a well of a game, 28-3. I've noticed with play calling and whatnot is why the fuck, and here we go, setting it up. Unfortunate that catch was right there, but even more unfortunate that kicker's probably going to be cut next week. And here we go, nice little run to the outside by Adrian Peterson. It's just always these one or two runs that he gets that are pretty impressive, but in itself, oh, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful jump and catch by Benjamin Watson, and beautiful blocking right here. It's, again, another one of those big runs, but most of the games, I don't know how the fuck that just got caught. I mean, hey, when you're making up some consistent, realistic plays, sometimes you're just gonna get that magic of the momentum. Your team's just balling out. I'm sure Mike Vick was probably 99 overall. You know, like their overall changes depending how they're playing mid-game. But I've always wondered why the fuck would coaches have routes on like third down and stuff like that. And here we go, Benjamin Watson, speed on the outside. That same motherfucking speed that caught Champ Bailey in, I believe, the divisional round of the playoffs in the AFC. Look at that, 5 catches, 121 yards, 3 touchdowns by Mr. Watson. Hey, Randy Moss hasn't really been too much in the highlights. And speaking of highlights, that is the touchdown by them. That's the end of the game, 38-10. Unfortunately, do not get the defensive touchdown shutout right there. End up conceding a touchdown at the end. I always wonder, why the fuck do coaches always run these like routes on third down that, like, what's the point of, like, it's like a curl route? Either your wide receiver's supposed to run 10 yards on like 3rd and 10 to get the first down and hug around the first down, or he's just dumb as shit and just doesn't do what he's supposed to when running a route. But what the fuck's with these coaches coming plays is like bubble screens on third down. Oh, they'll never fucking know, boys. They'll never fucking know. It's 3rd and fucking 30. We're gonna run this goddamn play right here. Like no, it's like, go fuck yourself, dude. Like I don't understand that shit worth a shit that you would literally like run a 5-yard fucking curl route. Damn, I didn't edit this. Oh no, there it is. Fuck it. But they're like, why the fuck would you run a 5-yard curl route when it's like 3rd and 7? I don't get that shit. You know, you're not fooling anybody. I mean, you could catch the ball and turn around, but then, you know, you could easily get met right there after you catch the ball. And guess what? It's not like a forward progression thing. You still need to get 2 yards down the fucking field. I don't understand that shit, but I will understand Benjamin Watson with 3 touchdowns, 6 catches, 132 yards, 2 catches for only 60 yards by our man Randy Moss. But LeVar Arrington, I'd have to say, like, 3 sacks in a game. That's going to combat with Benjamin Watson on, or Ben Watson. Why the fuck do I got Benjamin Button Watson on my fucking head when saying these names? But that's got to combat for player of the game, right? I mean, I'd imagine so. But why, again, just question of the day, because it's fucking Tuesday and we're bored out of our minds. Why the fuck do coaches call the wrong length of routes on third down? I don't know. As always, fellas, be grateful for everything that comes to you, and looking forward to next video.